13-year-old daughter goes back and forth, left her diary, and Shannon opened and looked at a couple pages. And she's like, listen, my daughter's going through a lot. If I could just look at her diary, maybe I could learn some things.
See if we could connect somehow.
So, we've got a lot of calls here. You can text us 68719. Let's start off with Pamela in Nampa. Fair or foul looking at your child's diary?
Fair. I'm a mother of a 13-year-old daughter, and I'll tell you flat out, it's one thing to read it and to confront them about everything, but if she's just trying to get an idea of how her daughter's feeling, it's fair game. It's your child. You're the mother. You're in charge.
Pamela, we are friends.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's not like you're snooping, but let's say this. You get an overall theme of how she's doing, and then you know kind of what you need to do. So, Pamela, thanks for the call. I agree. I agree with Pamela. I say you're a parent. So, Pamela in Nampa saying it's fair. How about Stephanie in Middleton? Fair or foul looking at your child's diary?
Okay, so I more or less wanted to call because Godspeed to her. I don't have a 13-year-old daughter yet. She's 8 and she acts 13. But anyways, so I saw this really great idea where if you're having troubles talking to your daughter, you get a diary between you and your daughter.
Yes.
That way her daughter can write down all of her thoughts and all of her feelings, and she doesn't, hurt her mom's feelings by, saying it to her face.
Got it.
And they write back and forth between that journal, and it's, theirs.
You know what's funny is we've actually had multiple people, as I'm just reading through the text line right now, they're saying the same thing, a shared mother-daughter diary. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you for the call. That is Stephanie in Middleton. How about JD in Nampa? Fair or foul looking at your child's diary?
I think it's fair.
Okay.
Okay, how
fair.
so? You think it's fair? I'm team fair. This is great. I feel like everyone's agreeing with me.
I'm surprised by this.
Okay, let me tell you. The problem with most parents today is they want to be friends with their kids and not be parents.
That's so true.
Okay? And you are a parent first and foremost. And if you're doing it in the best interest of your child, you have to figure out what's going through your kid if your kid isn't communicating with you.
Yeah.
Now, I have 8 kids. So,
wow, yeah.
I have 5 boys, 3 girls.
Whew.
I got over 100 years combined in parenting experience, and I'll tell you where I've messed up and where I've done the right thing. And sometimes you have to go in their private lives to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Thanks for the call.
All right, so
That's
JD's
in
saying,
Nampa.
yeah, he's just saying if it comes down to it and it's to protect your child, then it's fair.
Look at all these people going fair. My 1027. Who is this?
This is Heidi.
Heidi, fair or foul looking at your daughter's journal or diary?
Absolutely not okay.
Oh, we've got a foul.
Thank you.
Everyone else has said it's totally fair game.
Heidi, I totally agree with this. It's breaking trust.
If she breaks her daughter's trust by reading that diary, that could completely backfire.
Okay.
As a teenager, kept a diary when I was 13, ended up getting in a really bad accident with my ankle, and my diary got used for a trial.
Oh,
and
wow.
I got to sit down during a deposition and have lawyers pull things out of my journal.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
No kidding?
So, that is not something that is allowed to be read by other people. That is her journal. That is her diary. That is where her thoughts go.
Right.
If her mom wants to know what's going on in her head and she's not opening up to her, take her to a counselor.
Okay.
The counselor can talk to her about what's in her journal or what's in that. That is a trust between a daughter and a mother that should not be broken. That's not a trust that anyone should break. That's someone's private thoughts.
Thanks for the call. That is Heidi with us.
I completely agree.
So
completely agree.
Idaho BMI text line 68719. We've heard a lot of people that say fair. You got to be a parent. Then Heidi comes in and says, listen, if it's a real big issue, get a counselor, but leave that diary alone.
Yeah, so many people are texting and agreeing with Heidi, saying there are other ways, Joey, to connect with your daughter, whether it's through a counselor or having a sit-down conversation. But don't bring up the diary, because the minute you bring up the diary, that instantly is going to ruin the trust between you and your daughter.
We are ignoring the big part, which is she's got a diary. She's got a diary. It's 2019. It's amazing.